Selamlar arkadaşlar, hepiniz kanalıma hoş geldiniz. Evet, Hogwarts Legacy'nin 10. videosuyla karşınızdayım. Herhalde 10. yanlış saymadıysam. Neyse işte, sıradaki video bu. Hadi bakalım, bir sürü assignment yaptım, onları tamamlayalım, yeni büyüler öğrenelim. Hava.
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice Restore Momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements.
Garipleşiyor gittikçe büyülerin şekilleri.
Very good. I recommend practicing your new...
Nerede? Aristo Momentum. Bu.
Much as possible.
Arresto momentum.
That's it. Keep it up.
Arresto momentum.
Well done. You are on your way to mastering Restore Momentum.
Hallettim. Aristo Momentum da tamam. Bunun ne derdi var lan?
It's me,
Ha,
Gareth. Do you have a moment?
buyur.
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that Fupa feather and potions, I reckoned you might be just the person I need. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Whizbee-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a gift, truly. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Whizbees is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
Olur.
Sounds simple enough. And who wouldn't want to go to Honeyduke's?
Ah, brilliant. Thank you. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the third floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You
Üçüncü
shall be the
kattaki tek
first one
gözlü
to taste
cadı.
my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
Tamam artık, sal beni.
I'll need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction. A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find.
Bununla mı konuşacağım?
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, a Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
Allah Allah.
Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact,
Lan
I
ne
know
çok
two
konuştun
statues
ya.
right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
Why would I do this? Seems all risk and no reward.
Oh, rest assured, there's very little risk, and there is, in fact, a reward. I will teach you a particularly useful spell. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Ha, tam öğretmedin diyecektim. Sonunda. Gerçekten sonunda. Alahomora. Bir dakika, bunları böyle mi koyuyorum? Ha. Anladım.
Alohomora.
Ha, bir dakika, böyle yapınca olmuyor. Böyle yavaş yavaş arayacaksın. Evet.
Well done.
Ayarsız bir
You're in.
kilit.
Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
Revelio. Revelio.
Evet abi bu uyusa heykeller ya.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between aconite and aspen.
Eyvah eyvah.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
Az bir yere geldim ya.
Revelio.
Oho. Ay Dumbledore burada ölüyordu, değil mi?
Revelio. This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Açtım. Açtım.
Preparing for a rebellion. Perhaps Ranrock and Hislop wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hand him his hat. Or helm, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion. My mark... I don't think that's what that class is for. He's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone, troll? How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too. That's it. See how
Ha.
you know you can't do that.
In the hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacula.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
Ravenclaw?
I know when I hear a winning vote, and Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
I'm partial to Hufflepuff myself. What was that?
What was what?
I thought I heard something. Perhaps not. Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was finally going to learn the Quidditch rules.
Oh.
Rather a lot like life, isn't it?
Oh, I suppose I should pay closer attention in the next match, if there ever is.
Revelio.
Yoluç. Lock. Niye açamıyorum? Allah'ım, oranın üst seviyeleri var. Ben biri açabiliyorum sadece.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course,
Okay.
I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Bir dakika.
This looks like the right statue.
Evet.
Now, what was the password?
Söyle bakayım.
Descendium.
Şu an
Goodness.
listeyini de getireyim.
Who knew this was all down here? A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken though. Repair.
Tamir ederiz. Oy oy oy.
That seems to have done the trick. Revelio.
Para paradır. Gidelim aşağı.
Revelio. This castle will never cease to surprise me.
Aa, jump pot yapabileceğim. Oley. Demek bunlar böyle yerlerden çıkıyor.
Incendio.
Ha,
How am I supposed to get out of here? Leviosa.
böyle.
I'm going to have to get past this.
Ah. Çözeriz şimdi. Burası kırık galiba.
Reparo.
Hah, burada bir şey varmış. Onu tamir ettik. Neyse o.
Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
Aa. Suya da girmek istemiyordum ha. Evet. Şimdi.
Arresto Momentum.
Hayır.
Incendio. Leviosa. Something is getting in the way of that platform. Reparo.
Ha, ikisine birden Leviosa atarım.
Leviosa. Perhaps I should cast Accio to get that frame out of the way first.
Aa,
Accio.
nice. Kendi söyledi lan.
Leviosa. Aha. Got it.
Ben yukarı kaldırmaya çalıştım. Ama aşağı inecekmiş. Bu nasıl bir şey istiyor bizden ya? Manyak bir yere girdik yine.
Incendio. This must be the way out. I need to find a way to open that gate. Something smells sweet. Must be close to Honeydukes. Revelio.
Abi normal bak hiç belli olmuyor ya. Kelimenin tam anlamıyla hiç belli olmuyor.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
O da olur.
Revelio.
Gidelim.
Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth? Revelio. I have the dried billywig stings. Now back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new
Ha, bu
recipe's going to turn
şey.
out.
Evet, şimdi bakalım nelerimiz var. Quest. Depulso. Tamam. Beast Class'a gitmem lazım. Filipendo öğreneceğim. Get on map bakayım. Hayır, ona götür. Başka yere mi götürüyor dedim.
I'll practice doing a little bit.
Ah, Psycho isteklerinden birini daha yaptım.
Hello, Gareth. I have those dried billywig things.
You got them! Incredible.
Happy to help. Here you go.
This is brilliant! Can't wait to get started. Thank you again. I'll let you know when I brewed my first batch of fizzing whiz beer.
Levioso.
Şimdi hemen Beast'e gitmem lazım. Nerede bu ya? Benim şu Kagawa için falan şuralarda bir yerde bir şeyim olma. Aa, bunda da var. Nice. Oh, Beast Class, hadi bakalım. Beast'ler açılacak.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be
Dodo.
taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss
Dodo.
Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
Ne?
You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
Bu ne lan? Lan ona değil.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
Olur. Bir de bu mu var?
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Aa, büyük kedi.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah,
Burada.
there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Tabii ki.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
Güzel.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control?
Olur.
Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be
Güzel
on the
olur.
lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't
Poppy
take
bizi
just
ormana
anyone
götürüyor.
there. In fact, you're the first.
Allah
Really?
Allah.
Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't
Balığın mı
worry,
var kız?
we're nearly there. It's just ahead.
Hipogrif çıkartılmış.
Stand back.
Ne diyorsun ya? Şakaka geldi.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent?
Hem de nasıl?
Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful.
Değil.
You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
Keşke böyle şey yapsalar burada. Hani yapacağın hareketi seçsen önünde işte filmi izleyenler bilse önünde eğleneceğini.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
Ne zaman binebileceğim acaba ona? Hipogrife.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't
Çok
believe you
kafayı mı yedin
introduced
ya?
me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seems to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Evet. Beast Class tamam. Bineklerimiz yok henüz. Peki benim merakım şu. Şunu bir şöyle yapayım. Sonra map'i açayım. Üst katta mı?
I heard them.
Aa, dibinde varmış be.
What are you up to now?
Hı? Buraya mı geliyor Divination Class'a?
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
Knowledgeable.
Revelio.
Ne kadar zor
What do
çıkılsın
we
ya.
have here?
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
Oo.
I can't get rid of this feeling of a coming danger.
I see. Know that such omens are not damning if they can at least prepare us. And you are preparing yourself even now. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Descendo.
Excellent. I think you have it.
Bir dakika.
Descendo.
At some point, you must stop preparing and put your newly honed skills to the test outside of the classroom.
Nice. Hogwarts Legacy'nin bir bölümünün daha sonuna geldik. Buraya kadar izlediğiniz için hepinize çok teşekkür ediyorum. Beğendiyseniz beğen basıp kanalı takip etmeyi unutmazsınız. Çok sevinirim. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere. Bye.